What's up, everybody? It's Pete, and I'm here with my next game in my Risk Global Domination rank up series. As of last game, we just ranked up to Master, so this is my first time in a long time playing on Classic map as a Master. The goal of this series is to rank up to GM using exclusively Classic map. On this board, we have first act is an intermediate, 177,000. I am in the second position, followed by an expert, 55,684, an AI, an expert at 45,000, and finally an intermediate. Okay, so I am the highest ranked person in this game. I turned the alliances off because I figure any organization that would get people to team up on me I want to avoid. I also want to get the hell out of Africa. Orange's voicing his displeasure. That is something that I highly recommend you never do. It's such a tell. Like, you have so few opportunities to communicate in this game, and you're going to tell someone else that you don't like their move. Like, what are you? You're threatening them? I feel like it would have the opposite effect of the one you want, if anything. I used to communicate a lot using the emojis. I don't do so much anymore. He didn't like it so much that he's going to suicide out now on everything on the first turn. This guy's just going to give up completely. Orange has gone to attrition immediately for nothing, and finally, yeah. Let's piss away all your armies right away. What a joke. What a joke that is, eh? Yeah, good game. I'll laugh at that. You see, I don't usually communicate with the emojis, but that's very funny. Yeah, yeah. No, everyone's like, "What's wrong with this guy?" So whoever Orange is, they're no expert, that's for sure. Wow. Didn't like what this guy did in Africa, so I'm just going to quit the game in epic fashion right away. Oh, I'm so glad we got that one on the record, eh? Look at what some people do. Okay, so we're now playing a 5-player game. And I'll bear that in mind because a 5-player game is much slower than the type of game that I like to play in Progressive. I like the fast pace. I like lots of attacking. So although that was a very attacky first turn, it's not going to increase the match sets because this player is going to cease to exist fairly soon. So this is going to be a slower game where I have to care more about board position than I usually do, and I have to be more careful about choosing my match points. So my normal trick when I'm in the first position, don't attack me, okay. My normal trick when I'm in the first position is to hold off on attacking and getting my take on turn 5, so I'm not forced to match turn 6. I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm in second position. So I suspect that will put me in a spot where I don't get the 4-6 match. I'll get something closer to the 10, 12, or the 15, which is what I want. On my next turn, I'm going to focus exclusively on these two centers of gravity for the rest of the game. I'm going to attack out in Australia. Put 2 there. I am surrounded by purple. I put 1 here, advance in here, get my take either in South America, but let's see if Australia works first. Okay, we get it. Put my troops in Quebec. No, put my troops in Central because there's just 3 open, easy takes from that spot right where it is. Alright, feeling pretty good about this. The AI that has taken over for Orange, I forgot about that. Maybe Orange isn't going to be so inconsequential because the AI has a strange way of catching back up. People ignore the AI, they let them just slowly expand out. People fear the AI because the AI does things that they can't predict. I respect the AI. I wouldn't say I fear it, but I usually try to avoid it because it does tend to do very aggressive things. And now that I'm surrounded by a purple AI, the alarm bells are ringing, and I'm saying, get the fuck out of here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably put all my troops for my next turn in here and move out somewhat of Europe. Okay, yellow makes a play for Australia. Is there anybody around who can even contest that? Okay, but they don't finish. Sure. So they're in a position to take it next turn and hold it, which is better. That's what I always advocate that you do. If you're going to take a continent at all, make sure you hold it until your next turn. Otherwise, it is really dumb. What does green do? Green would like to take over South America, but I am in the way. I will make it easier for green next turn by getting my take this way, but I kind of really want to get the hell out of here, too. Do I try and move up and out that way? Then I only have one center of gravity, and I really don't like that. That's a dangerous position to be in, because when you lose all your exclaves, you can just accidentally get eaten. One of my big tips and strategies in Classic is to have and maintain exclaves, like have separate non-contiguous pieces of your territory that are fairly large, so that no individual opponent can just kill you. They kind of have to team up and kill you, and that is sort of a key strategy. Is I need to force my opponents to work together to defeat me, which without alliances they have an even harder time of doing. And that's the thing that makes me lose games, right? Is when more than one person attacks me really hard in the same turn. Okay, I'm going to hope that I have what it takes to survive in Europe for one more turn. And there you go, green. You can have your continent. Fight about that with blue. I want these two to have continents because I want them to fight about it. And then I just hide in more or less unoccupied territory with large armies that are separated from each other. This is exactly where I want to be. Other than the fact that I'm surrounded by a bot, which can do really crazy, risky things. Where's your attack? You break Africa? No! 6 on 5! Woo! Oh, wow! Alright, this is what I'm saying, right? Crazy, risky things. So, I bet you green didn't like that. So, that was a sign. That says to me, get the hell out of Europe. But I am going to go this way. So, I'm going to maintain two separate political entities as opposed to homogenizing my army at this point. I don't want one large stack, because as we get into the later turns, the matching gets so high that that one large stack can really dwindle or just get eaten surprisingly fast. I'm also going to make two attacks. I'm going to go all the way to Ural. I'm going to actually get out of Europe because I know that's what the mob wants. And I'm going to stick with my plan of not getting a take on turn 5. So this will be a fine place to camp out. Central Canada and Ural are perfect. They're about as far apart as you can be, and having fairly large stacks on that makes me feel confident that I won't get taken out in the early turns, and that I'll also have a fairly good striking position to take out my opponents. Purple's starting to look weak, yellow's starting to look weak, and doing this also removes yellow's exclave, which is also convenient. It's a win-win. Hopefully that doesn't piss them off. But it is the move. So, here we are, moving into the 5th turn. Two more or less 10-point armies about as far apart from each other as they can be. This is exactly as I would design it. Textbook. Purple is looking super weak to me. If they don't match and get a take on their turn, I might just kill them. 1, 2. So they'll have 4 cards. 4 for 14. That's not great because the matches are so low. I want those sweet 4 cards, and I could get them, but it's not worth it. I have to wait. And if any of my opponents overextend to get those 4 cards, all the better, because that's one of my human opponents that's going to go. Orange is in a similar situation. Orange has 12. I could take out 12 fairly easily, couldn't I? But then I'd have it taking 4, I'd be forced to match in turn, so I'd be getting the 2 lowest value matches. So just because you can kill a person doesn't mean you should. And I am going to resist the temptation. Alright, green is weak. They have more troops than me, even after losing a 5 in Western Europe, so there you go. Does blue break? Fight, 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 fight. Let's see it. Break, break, break. I want to see some action here. Do you have the guts? Chips the green that way and holds. He does not have the guts. Probably for the best. But I like this. I like the fact that they both have to hold big armies in more or less useless position. Okay, so now I am last to act, or last to match in the sequence. I'll get a take next turn and only be forced to match at that point, or because I know I already have a match, I can pay that off once the matching gets a bit more valuable, and hopefully defeat one of my opponents. Also, purple has been allowed to hold Europe. Purple puts 8 troops back on the board and catches right back up. Why Africa would have allowed that to happen, I do not know. Blue, you are trying to hold a continent. Why would you let the 5 value continent next to you hold? What do you think? I was going to break them? Who are you counting on? He gets this useless take in America. Why? Okay, yellow expands out. There's only one direction you can go, yellow. No decision point here. And either they move their army out and split, or they retract into themselves and hide. The hiding is bad. Don't do that. Your Australia will be safe, but you won't be able to attack out and get any of your opponents. So this is bad. Don't do this. Right? You see what yellow just did here? Is this an expert rank player? Wow. Yeah, well. Okay, he wins more than half his games. A winning record too. Well, maybe I shouldn't talk so fast. Let's see how good yellow does. Yellow's probably in a great position to survive to the late game, but they're not in a position to take one of their opponents during the key turns, which is how you win in progressive. Taking your opponents, matching in turn, and taking more in sequence. Alright. Purple is holding 5 cards. I must take them now. But do I have the troops? It's close. Yeah, I should have just gotten my take. Come on, blue, break purple. Come on, blue. What do you got for me? Do something epic. Look at all these troops. I love it. 3's good. I like 3. Okay, so I'm going to match. I'm going to put all my troops on this 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I can probably kill purple. And 5 cards is 5 cards, so let's see it. Let's see if I got what it takes. Oh, yeah. Okay, orange is 17 for 2. Yellow is 25 for 5, but I can't kill 25. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 2 big armies separated across a piece of territory that used to be occupied by a color that no longer exists. So I haven't defended anyone except for the fact that I've now more or less taken the lead. As far as everyone can see. Ooh, and I don't have a match. That is not good. Alright. Let's see if I successfully didn't piss anyone off with that turn. At least yellow is putting a match army and not their big army because they locked themselves inside of themselves. Yellow is still playing a defensive game. Don't pop my 15, you fuck. Don't do it. That would be real bad. No, they put him in there. Oh, okay, excellent. They just get a chip take and pass. Beautiful. I love it. Thank you. Okay, what does green do? Does green take this opportunity to kill blue? It's close. The match is 15 for green. They put it all here. It's close, but it's not enough, and I wouldn't do it. Do they break? Do they expand somewhere else? Do they take orange? Maybe orange is a pretty good fish at this point. That actually seems like a better play. Put it all here, go this way. If orange survives till my turn, I'm definitely taking them. You know what it takes, green? I like this too, what green's doing. They're maintaining their exclave, maintaining their border. That's their strike? Okay. I would have put a 4 on there, but fair. He's rolling manually. Yeah, well, you pissed away your 1, man. All right, you got it. Good job. Well done, sir. Okay, blue player. Do they match? Do they break? I want to see this. I want to see this fight. I really do. 20 on 20 is a lot of armies. Advantage to the attacker, too. But no, we have a very pacifist situation here in the Atlantic. Okay. I have to kill orange. And I can. This is easy. And then I'll kill yellow, I think? I don't think I have enough troops for yellow. Yep, so I do the same thing as I did last turn. Get my kill, and don't piss anyone off. Yellow is still locked within themselves. Green can't hit me unless they match. Blue is locked within themselves, so none of my opponents can really hit me. And I'm guaranteed to match next turn. Match point is worth 25, and I have a joker. Sick. I am going to win this game. Who is the fish? If blue matches, they'll put a decent amount of troops in. But I don't think it really hurts me. I think it might be bad for green. Okay. Yellow's expanding a bit. Good for yellow. Does blue, or, okay, does green match? Nope. Green gets their chip taken, Northam. Good for you. I am actually not in a position really to kill green that well. I guess I put all my troops here. That's where I should have ended my big army. In a striking position to not just yellow, but green. That was a mistake. Okay, well, keep chipping at me, bro. Good job. Okay, 45 for 4. Seems good. I like 45 for 4. Does blue match? Because blue will be 50 for 5. That's even better. But I'm not next to them. Yeah, we're not at the point where I can kill blue. It looks like green is the fish. So, here we go. What's a good number to throw at 15 troops? 20? I think 20 on 15 is... I feel pretty good about that. I wonder if they'll give me odds. I don't like this, and I'm not going to do it. I don't like any move I have. So I'm going to move back to a central position. I got two really large armies. They're spread apart. I'm hard to kill. I have a joker. I have a match. So I wait till next turn. No one opponent can kill me. They have to team up. And they can't communicate with each other. So I feel pretty good, like I got this. But blue's going to match. So blue has the potential to punch really hard. But only with their matching stuff. They're now locked. Most of their armies are locked inside themselves. So don't do that. Don't lock your armies inside yourselves in progressive, right? You don't want to hold position. You want to attack. You want to kill people. You want to play who's the fish. Yeah, screen expands out. That's what I wanted. So green is now the fish. Green is open to both of my big attacking armies, and I'm matching. Green will have 5 cards. That is that for this game. Blue will have to do something very surprising for me to not kill green next turn and win. They match, though, so they could do something very surprising. Let's see what they do. All right, this is an exciting finish to this game. So, blue's going to match. They're going to do what? They're going to punch green, because that helps me. They're going to punch me. That might make it harder for me to kill green. But it doesn't really advantage them. Put them here, put them here. Punch green, yes. Come on. You know you can. They're going to try and kill green. Don't put any there. Don't put 0 troops there. Don't do that. Put all your troops here. Okay. I don't know what they're doing. They're going to get a chip take and pass. Chip take, retreat, and pass. Okay, I kill green, and I win the game. I kill green, then I kill yellow, then I win the game. Cool. There we go. And that's my thinking. I hope that thinking was nice and clear for you. I hope you all see what I was about to do, how I thought it all through, and how I'm now going to actualize on my plan. So put 15 troops here, put the rest in Asia, because I'm going to kill yellow 2 this turn. And that's the game. Five cards. Match again. Five cards. Match again. Everyone was playing too conservatively. They let me do this. You see how I wasn't really contested or stopped or fucked with? You gotta stop me, guys. Don't let this happen. Good game. And there you have it. So, in this game, I think we had 2 experts and 2 intermediate players, except one of them exploded right out of the beginning. Yeah. So, 2 expert, 2 intermediate. Starting rank was in the 27,000s. I ranked up to 22,231. Game 27, 20 wins, 7 losses. Let's see how many more it takes before we hit the GM threshold. So, that was a pretty fun finish. I really hope you guys enjoyed and found some of that useful. And until next time, for all of you on the path to global domination, good games and good luck.